Why is an Ontario Nissan dealership manager getting charged? What rating did Fortnite get from the Better Business Bureau? Why did a woman get out kicked from a Walmart in a Pringles can? And Question Call, sponsored by QC Indie, right here on the Blitz Morning Show. Good morning, everybody. This is the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I thank you for tuning in. Tra-la-la. No? Okay. I don't blame you. All right, so today is a jam-packed day. We have articles and we have Question Call featured by QC Indie at QCindie.com. All right. So like I said, I do have a lot of articles, quite interesting, even though I screwed up during the intro. So let's get this going. A manager at a Nissan dealership in Barrie, Ontario is facing charges after being caught on security cameras, allegedly damaging vehicles at a different Nissan dealership in the nearby town of Aurora, Ontario. So I seen still shots of it, and this guy would literally go up, rip off windshield wipers, key cars, things like that. Like, it was a manager who is either on the verge of getting fired via low car sales, or he just wanted to up his because they were not hitting any kind of goals or anything like that. How dumb do you have to be? Sometimes car dealerships need to work together to create a friendly atmosphere. And plus, besides, why attack another fellow car dealership that sells the exact same car as you? Because you may never know. You might need them a little bit down the road for car swapping, part swapping, anything like that. There's something that you may need, so don't attack them. And plus, come on, seriously, in the next town over, is it really worth a drive to do this? I don't think so, but at the same time, it's not me doing it, so pound for pound, I don't care. But just, stupid. Frustration sometimes with the stupidity of one. Whoa. Alright. So Fortnite, you guys already probably heard me talking about it, but this is not about any kind of dances. It's not being about people getting hurt because they're not making money off of some of the things that they copied. What else? It's nothing like that. It's actually a rating by the Better Business Bureau. Would you like to hear what grade they got? The company who owns Fortnite received an F. Yeah, an F, as in, oh, for F's sakes. They're saying the organization is warning customers that the company had 279 complaints on file with BBB, with those 271 of those filed in the past year. Out of the 279 total complaints, they said that 247 have gone unanswered by the company. And most of these are of younger kids getting ripped off by hackers and things like that. So, of course, they lose their account, they lose everything that their parents bought or they put money towards. That's one of the issues that I do have with online game playing is the amount of hacking and data that you do have with your online account. It doesn't matter if it's on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, on Steam, anything like that. There's a lot of information, including your credit card, on it. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden, woof, you're hacked, credit card stolen. And trust me, guys, it's not fun when your bank account or even your credit card gets stolen. I've had that happen. I've been hosed before by somebody. It's absolutely not fun, and I don't recommend it upon anybody. Finally, for the topics, from Texas, a female gets kicked out of Walmart for drinking wine from a Pringles can. Yes, you heard me. Drinking wine from a Pringles can. And one of the only reasons why she was caught, besides pretending to eat from a Pringles can, but she was actually riding carts up and down the aisles. And I'm pretty sure every person has done this. But, yeah. Oh, sometimes I just shake my head at some of these articles that I find. A woman gets kicked out of Walmart for drinking wine from a Pringles can. Oh, crazy, 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 crazy. It just, I don't know. Sometimes it's just comical on what people do and how stupidity is starting to overrun the whole entire world. What is it? On the Rant and Rave page, say that 10 times fast. I know I can't. For my city, there was a lady that was saying, be careful, there's a scam, saying they need a iTunes card for payment so you can get this. And she goes, thank God I only paid $15 and gave them that. But I'm warning everybody else so they don't get suckered. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell buys an iTunes cards? Like, seriously, what the heck is going on? The cashier, do we have to get them to ask everybody who buys an iTunes card, is this for your own personal use, or are you using this as a payment towards a fraudulent person that you received a message for on Facebook, on Twitter, on email, on Instagram, via phone? Like, come on! And the sad thing is, people still fall for this crap. Anyway, coming up next, right after the break, we will get into Question Call, brought to you by QC Indie, right here on the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I will see you for staying through the break to stay with us right here on the Bliss Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and let's get into, let me get the mic propped, question call, brought to you by QC Indie. Tune in at qcindy.com or head over to TuneIn and stream that way. So I asked him, hey, dude, do you have any questions that you want to ask? And he goes, actually, yes. He goes, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. So what the questions basically is, just, 5 or 6 questions. And this week, he wants to be a little bit more serious on the questions, which having serious questions, it's not always a bad thing. It shows that I can answer them like a normal human. First up, what is the best advice anyone has ever given you? This one is a very good question, and I have a really good answer. Right before I moved out, my mom always said, this will stick with you for the rest of your life, but what I want you to do is follow this little sentence. Pay first, play later. What does that mean? Well, it's very simple. Basically, when you get your paycheck, you get your bills, you pay your bills first. So your rent, your power, your energy, internet, etc. Then play later. So if you have any money left over after stocking your house up with food, getting all of your bills paid, then go play. If you want a new system, new game, if you want to go out get hammered, spend like $400, go for it. But make sure your bills are paid and caught up so you can benefit later. Seriously, that is one of the best advices that I have ever received. And it is 100% absolutely most awesomely true. So with my advice from my mother to you guys, pay first, play later. If you follow those advice, you will get ahead in the world. And also, if somebody's trying to scam you out of iTunes card, you know it's a scam. Because nobody takes payments for that. If you do, why can't you go to Walmart and purchase a freaking video game for $100 worth of iTunes points? It just doesn't work that way. If you could live the life of a celebrity for one day, who would it be? Ooh. A celebrity. Alright. The term celebrity means somebody famous. And usually, when somebody says celebrity, we usually use that term towards somebody like in movies or TV shows. Who would it be? Okay, you guys are not really going to understand this celebrity. But my celebrity that I'm going to basically pick that I would love to be for one day will be Paul Meat Sauce Lambert from the Power Trip Morning Show on KFAN in Minnesota. And some of you are like, well, why do you want to be him for a day? He's on a very successful talk show. He works with 2 great people. And if you work hard for what you do, you reach your goals. Like, he's proven it. He went from being an intern, getting fired, coming back. Now he's part of one of the most successful morning shows in the area. Then after you're done with the show, go home, play Red Dead 2. It's just, I would love to have to basically be him for one day. It was like his life is so interesting with his friends, his family, what he does, the travels that he does, portraying an average person to being one of the top successful initials players. Like, I don't know, there's just something about him I'd love to frickin' be, as well as he's got a cult following that thinks he's hilarious. Then on top of that, he plays sports with A-listers from the Minnesota area. Jason Zucker, Mark Parrish, Kyle Rudolph, the Big Cat. Like, anybody can do anything if they just put their mind to it. And Paul is one of the reasons I have thought to myself and said, if he can do it, why can't I? And trust me, there's actually things that I have been getting that I have not ever thought to get, but Paul's living motivation. All right. Next question. What's something you see on movies or television thought it'd be more common in real life, but never is? Oh, God. Kim, I'm just trying to think of things. But sadly, I have not watched really a grown-up TV show or a grown-up... Oh. All right. I got it. What is something you see on movies and television you thought would be more common in real life, but never is? A full fridge and full cupboards. That is not as common as most people think. Oh, you sucker. Stupid. But sometimes if you go to people's houses, they don't have full fridge, they don't have full cupboards, and if they do have full cupboards, they don't have a full fridge, etc., etc. But I do have to say that is the number one part of TV shows and movies that I think that. And after question call, I'm going to go on a small tangent rant about The Walking Dead. You may never know. This could have been in question. We'll just have to wait and see. What is your stupidest injury? Stupidest? Okay. I haven't really hurt myself to the point where I broke a bone or anything like that. But on my buddy's wedding day... Hi, Dale! I told you I'd talk about you. We were having fun, and he took a cookie sheet, smashed it over my forehead, but sadly, he misjudged my forehead somehow. He skimmed down it and hit my nose, which the next day gave me small black eyes on both. And guess what? It was picture day for his wedding party. Oh. Dale, what are we going to do with you, dude? There's just some things I can and will never understand. Like, why the heck did we start hitting me in the head with a cookie sheet? And why didn't I do that back to you? All I know, last laughs on him, because he got yelled at twice. His wife looks at him and asks why I had two black eyes. And he goes, "We're wrestling." Second, when she wanted to use the cookie sheet, it wasn't flat, it was a little twisted, and there was a few things wrong with it. And she yelled at him for that. Yep. It might not have been a horrible injury, but it was sure one of the stupidest. All right, I'll answer the last question and continue with the tangent rant right after the commercial break. right here on the Blitz Morning Show. Thank you for staying with us right here on the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brindle, and I am your host for this most awesomest show ever. All right. As you stayed with us through the break, you heard my stupidest injury that I've had. Like I said, it was nothing big, but it was still an injury. And finally, what's the best dream that I've ever had? The term dream could either go one of two ways. One, it could mean while you're sleeping. Or two, it could be a dream in real life, like I'm going to dream for that particular thing. So, when it comes to sleeping dreams, I can't really say too much about it, because I will remember dreams for the first 5 minutes after I wake up. Then all of a sudden, poof, it disappears. Which, kind of pointless. But if you go and think of dreams like dream house, dream car, dream job. My best dream that I ever had was getting my dream car of a Honda CRX. And eventually, I did own my own CRX. 1989 Honda CRX, red, actual sunroof, stereo. It was beautiful. It was awesome. I loved it. But sadly, it was taken from me due to a flood, which made it not so good. It really, 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 really sucks. But I did have my dream car. That's basically about it for the questions, you guys. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, or if you have a question that you want me to answer next week, just email it with the subject line as questions at the Blitz Morning Show at gmail.com. You can also tweet us at the Blitz Morning. Go on Facebook and do a search for the Blitz Morning Show. Or you can go to facebook.com/the Blitz Morning. Yeah, I figured that part out, and I'm like stoked. Boosh! All right. So, The Walking Dead is a popular TV show. I know at one time it was really, really popular, and of course, like what it is, the name entitles The Walking Dead. So you have dead people walking everywhere. Kind of stupid analogy, but it's true. Anyway, the more I watch this show, well, not watch it, but more that I think about it, the more dumber and dumber it's getting. Like, for example, you have vehicles still drive. Well, when I tuned out, I can't remember where, like which season it is, but you have people still driving cars. Oh, there's a vehicle. Let's siphon the gas out of that. Pop it in. Start up. Boom. You're gone. Motorbike, trucks, tractors, you name it. It's still going. Gas goes bad after a while. I think the actual shelf life of gasoline is like 6 or 9 months. And you're telling me you put not brand new. You're telling me you put gas in a vehicle and it starts and you can drive with no misses, no hisses, no slugs, no hesitation, anything like that. That is such a TV show mistake. Of course, I know you put gas in a vehicle and you have to get to places, because I'm pretty sure these guys don't want to walk everywhere. And if you have a perfectly tuned vehicle, there you go. Which, that part alone absolutely bothers me beyond bothersome. Another part that bothers me is you have, like, for example, say that you walk into the city and all the buildings are still standing. You don't see smoke in the distance. I was talking with Will, and I brought this up. I go, so you're trying to tell me that nobody sets a house on fire, lightning strikes something, and poof, there's a fire off in the distance. I can make a more realistic cartoon with jokes and stuff like that, but at the same time, you'll look at it and go, that makes sense. Because I know for a fact, you're going to have basically forest fires, you're going to have grass fires, you're going to have buildings going up in flames, which catches another one, which catches another one. You can have neighborhoods burnt to a crisp because of something. I know you're going to have a jackass be like, hey man, watch this, it's really dry out here because we haven't had rain in about 4 months. Poosh! Oh, there goes field. Oh, there goes city. Ah! Why? I don't know why I said that part. But it's true. There's just so many things with The Walking Dead. It does not make sense. But at the same time, I'm overthinking and I shouldn't do that. It's just a TV show. It's not realistic. I need to back the F up. Alright? Alright. I do have a little bit of an update. The one thing that I want to do with this particular show, is create an intro and an outro. So I contacted somebody on Fiverr, and we are in the processes of getting an intro and an outro for the show. So there's going to be a little bit of a different tune, feel, and vibe for the show. Hopefully it works for the better for not only us or myself as well as you. The better the intro is, the more better feel you're going to get, even the more hard work that I can do for you guys as a producer of the show. But anywho, I better get going. I'm almost to my destination, so if you have any questions or comments, like I said before, the blitzmorningshow@gmail.com is the email address. Facebook.com/The Blitz Morning is the Facebook page. Twitter, tweet me at the coffeeman_radio, or you can even tweet the show at the Blitz Morning. Questions, comments, if you have an idea for a segment that I should try or should do, let me go. Remember, it's Blitz Nation. We are through the whole entire country and the world. If you just want to even say hi, you say hi to me, I'll give a shout out to you next show. So there's always a way of you connecting with me connecting with you, and me acknowledging how awesome you are for following this particular show. But until then, what I'm going to do is I am going to end it right there, and I will see you in a couple of days with trivia and see how smart you are. Have fun, guys.